Well, howdy there. My name is Mason Medcalf,
I'm Zach Charles.
and we are selling our electric vehicular tractor to,
Xavier Roussel and the Dole PLC.
and behind the camera, we got Mick Larson.
As we look at our pyramid of plant outcomes, we notice that at the top of the pyramid we have a problem. Dole PLC has a large carbon footprint due to using petroleum-dependent machinery for harvesting and continuing to pay for materials despite those increasing input prices. When we take a look down at number 3 at the foundation of that so-called prism, at the prism we have our data and illustrations. EV automated tractors with exact shot do not require petroleum-based fuel to operate, require no additional hired labor, and use exact shot technology to target fertilizer location without the use of the previous sweeping motions for fertilizer application. We move on to 2, which is our insights from the perspective of Dole. Decreasing carbon footprint will result in financial benefits like tax reductions, carbon tax reductions. Decreasing petroleum dependency improves brand recognition and combats rising input prices. Improvement to brand recognition will increase profits over an international scale, and adapting new technology will result in safer farmer practices that will allow for larger yields during harvest season. And then we move straight into our results, or our actions. The actions at the top of the prism: purchase of 6 EV automated tractors with exact shot.
Hi there, Mick Larson here. Thanks for taking a look at our pyramid of planned outcomes. However, we'd like to state Dole's 2 priority business goals. First priority business goal being that they want to receive a A grade from the Carbon Disclosure Project. And secondly, they would like to leverage their international brand to drive profits from an international perspective.
Didn't see you there. Our recommendation is we'll be selling 6 EV automated tractors with exact shot to 3 different farms in Central America. We're talking banana farms, pineapple farms, and yam farms. This will come in at a cost of about $3 million, each tractor being about $500,000.
Oh, well, howdy, Xavier.
Good to see you, Mason.
Now, if you were the real Xavier, I just want to run through some skepticisms that we have and a potential outline for that. So, what do you have any information about our product so far?
Mason, I'm just not quite sure. I believe that we will yield larger harvests with this exact shot system in the tractor. I don't seem to believe that. Pretty skeptical.
Yeah, well, Xavier, I just want to know that we completely understand your concern. However, this new EV exact shot tractor has been proven to target nutrient rich fertilizer onto each and every crop, which in turn helps increase soil, water retention, and as well as increase a larger harvest because the nutrients are able to maintain their lifespan within the soil much longer than traditional farm and sweeping practices.
Wow, I believe my skepticism is completely gone now.
Our EV automated tractors with exact shot have targeted fertilization, their electric machinery, and their automated driving. These benefits result in decreased fertilizer usage, the absence of petroleum dependency, and reduced labor costs. This is going to decrease your cost of ownership, save you money on increasing input prices, and decrease soil erosion, and it increases returns on farming.
Whoa, they're messy. At John Deere, we've established a 6-month implementation plan with Dole PLC. We're going to send our 6 EV automated tractors with exact shot down to those Central American farms that Dole owns, growing bananas, pineapples, and those damn yams. Love those damn yams. We're going to implement those tractors onto their operations. But first, we have a 2-week training course. First week of the training course is going to be specifically about applying that software of the automation to the plots of land. plotting out the entire land on the software where Exact Shot is going to be exactly applying this fertilizer to these crops so we can ensure a higher yield of harvest for the years to come. That'll be the first week. Second week of training is going to be putting those tractors on the land, seeing how they work with those pineapples, with those bananas, and with those yams, seeing how they pick up, how they apply the fertilizer, and just seeing what the landscape of the operation is going to look like. From then on out, it's going to be 5.5 months of Dole doing their thing with our product. But of course, during this time, we're going to provide warranty. This warranty is going to include any maintenance inconvenience or broken down tractors, because we know that can happen on those farms, those big old farms. So once that happens, we'll send a lender down, no charge to Dole. That's just the kind of relationship we want to build with these individuals. We want to make sure that they trust us and believe in our product. So if any of those break down, we'll send them a lender. And after this 6 months, we're going to be in communication with these C-suite individuals, as well as our stakeholder we've been in communication with, Xavier Rousseau. And we're going to revisit how these 6 tractors have worked in the operations over in Central America. And after that, we believe that they'll want to purchase more and more of our tractors and apply them, hopefully on an international scale. But first, we want to really put a focus on this 6-month implementation plan with the 2-week training process. First week being that software application, second week being the operation and stillment, then the 5.5 months of Dole just using our damn good products.
As we want to quantify our solution, we're going to go over the cost first. 6 EV tractors at about $500,000 market price. It's going to be about $3 million. Trainer compensation, as described in the implementation plan, is going to be about $50 an hour, multiplied by 120 hours, 60-hour work weeks over the course of that 2 weeks. That's going to be about $0.006 million. Shipping to Central America from our manufacturing plant over in Waterloo, Iowa, it's about 3,250 miles to Central America. Multiply that by $5 a mile. Those are the average shipping costs right now. Multiplied by 6 tractors, going to give us about $0.0975 million. Total cost being about $3.1035 million in costs. However, our benefits, 90% reduction of fuel costs, with the average farm spending about $105,000 on fuel a year. Multiply that by our 90% reduction, you have $94,500 in benefits. 25% reduction of maintenance costs due to the tractor being EV. $25,000 times our 25% reduction, $6,250. 50% return on fertilizer inventory with the Exact Shot technology. Average farmers are spending about $60,000 on fertilizer. Multiply that by our 50% reduction, you have about $30,000. Now, with the tractor being completely automated, there's a 100% reduction to tractor operator labor costs, with labor costing about $40 an hour, over a 60-hour work week, over 50 weeks. That's $120,000 worth of labor costs. That is being completely reduced with our 100% reduction. You take our total benefits, divided by a tractor, it's going to be about $250,750 per tractor per year. Now, let's look at our ROI. $3.1035 million divided by parentheses $250,750, which is our total benefits per tractor. Multiply that by the 6 tractors being purchased. That's about $1.5045 in benefits. 3.1035 divided by our 1.5045. That is an ROI, return on investment, in just over 2 years. 2 years. That's incredible. We expected that number to be much higher, but after doing a quantifiable solution, we see that our ROI is much quicker than previously anticipated.
Hello again. I am beyond thrilled to announce our electric vehicle tractor to Dole PLC. Now, we all know that Dole PLC is a fun-loving fruit company that just wants to make a good impact on the planet and the people that eat their fruits and the juices. And one of our main features of this new electric EV tractor is its targeted fertilization. Now, this will not only help decrease fertilizer usage, but it will also reduce the need for fertilizer and the need for water on the farm, as it will be able to hold, the soil will be able to hold much more nutrients and water within that in general. Now, It's not just about the features of this new electric EV product, but about the benefits. You guys will be seeing an increased crop yield in your bananas, in your pineapples, in your yams. It's the whole shebang. And let me pass it off to my buddy Zach over here, where he will be talking a little bit more about the benefits.
Thank you, partner. These electric tractors will also decrease soil erosion, which will in turn produce healthier crops and higher yields. This will also in turn produce less expensive maintenance costs, which is less than the traditional tractor that you use already. That's diesel. Overall, this will increase your return on investments for y'all your farms at Dole, and this will promote sustainable farming at the same time. So, if we can land this second meeting with y'all, then we can ensure that we will be in the best relationship possible to close down that environmental impact score from a B to an A.
Xavier Rousseau here. Obviously, John Deere, love your product, but $500,000 for a tractor is no small amount of money. Additionally, on top of that, our farms in Central America are pretty far from Waterloo, Iowa, one of your manufacturing plants. So this is one of my things is I just don't see what delivery is going to look like. It's just going to be a lot of freaking money. And this is going to be a huge investment for us. And for that reason, I just don't know if we see it within our budget here at Dole. And quite honestly, I love the sustainability part, trying to reach a new grade. But money's money, right? At the end of the day. So, yeah, I don't know if we can invest in this.
Well, we understand that $500,000 is a lot of money for just one singular tractor, but I want you to take a step back and look at the costs that are going into your operation at this current moment. You have to pay someone to run the tractor. You have to pay for fertilizer. You have to pay for water. Now, if you were to put our new self-driving, autonomous electric vehicle tractors, you don't have to pay a salaried worker to go and farm your fields. The tractor will do it with their 8 multi-lens cameras that it can drive automatically in the fields. Now, it's also electrical. So this vehicle will reduce your fuel costs by up to 90%, as well as some studies that have been going around. You see an increased return in harvest. And now these harvests are 9 and 7% for corn and soybean only. You might be seeing an even larger return with your pineapples or with your yams. And we just understand that this is a lot to ask, but look past the cost and look at what these tractors could do for you.
And to our sales manager at John Deere, we hope you enjoyed our presentation, not only our implementation plans and our benefit summaries, but our proof devices. And so we hope that you liked our presentation and that we are trying to crack that code on Xavier Rousseau and that Dole PLC, because we believe that our tractor is not only going to decrease that carbon footprint, decrease those expenses from those input prices, but additionally just be a beneficial part to the earth and Mother Nature as a whole. So from Mick Larson,
From Zach Giles,
And from Mason Maycalf,
we at John Deere thank you.
that's good.